Good morning. Now hold on just a second. Y'all can hear me, right? Everybody can hear me? Everyone can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. I just want to make sure before we get started. What's up, Philip? Herschel, KW, Jeremy, Melon, Alex, Saline Driver, Herschel Bean, Weekaki, Austin. How's everyone doing? I'm actually in Lou Jr.'s room to do this. Oh, look at this picture he has. You can't really see it. A lot of y'all probably have that picture, the wide angle lens of the stadium of whatever team you're a fan of anyway. But I'm in here because when I've done these giveaways before, what I've done is I've just written the names down on a piece of paper, folded them up, put them inside a hat or something, and then on video I just drew the name out of the hat. But there was way too many names to do it that way this time. So what I did is I actually found, and this is why I'm in here doing this video, but I actually found on the internet this website where I could enter everyone's name into a list. It's a random name picker thingy. Yep, it has to be. It is too. And anyway, I typed everyone's name into that. I'll flip the camera around in a minute and show you the computer screen. But I typed everyone's name into that, and I just click a button, and it's going to randomly pick a name, and that's how we'll do it. First name that I pick will be the winner. If you've seen me do any of these before, I always pick multiple names. Reason being, I don't want to have to redo this. If for some reason the name that I pick doesn't contact me within a reasonable amount of time, which in my mind is a couple of days, because you're supposed to be watching Uncle Lou videos every day, like you're supposed to. It makes you smarter. Uncle Lou videos will, and it will lower your cholesterol. So you should be watching Uncle Lou videos every day. So the reason I draw the multiple names, in case whoever I draw as the winner doesn't respond within a couple of days or whatever, I don't have to go and redo this whole thing. I already have 4 or 5 names drawn. If the winner doesn't get in touch with me some kind of way within a couple of days, then we'll just go to the second name that I drew, so forth and so on from there. Now, if the name of the person that I draw or the computer picks is not a UGA fan or does not want the Chubb jersey, then when you get in touch with me, just let me know that, and we'll try to work something else out. I don't know what it could be, but we'll figure something out. If you're a Tennessee or Florida or a South Carolina fan or Notre Dame or Ohio State or whoever you are, if you're not a Georgia fan, I'm pretty sure you've got no use for a Nick Chubb jersey, which I totally understand. So if it's not a Georgia fan, then we'll figure that out from there. Now, how can you get in touch with me? Look, I'm obviously gonna have to have your address to mail this to you. Please don't do what some people have done before, which is just go on to some random YouTube video and type your address in the comments section. Please don't do that. I have an email you can use. It's crazyunclelou@gmail.com. I have a Twitter. You can get in touch with me there and direct message me through Twitter. It's @crazyunclelou. A lot of you are on my Facebook page, so you can message me there, no problems. But there's plenty of ways to get in touch with Uncle Lou without doing something stupid like typing your address in the comment section of a public YouTube video that any idiot can find and then send you a pipe bomb in the mail or whatever. I really couldn't believe how many entries there were. It was over 200 names that I ended up typing in, which I can't believe that. And I want to thank all y'all again for watching, not just that video, but just all my videos in general. Thank y'all for watching. I'm gonna do more things like this where I try to give stuff away, so I really appreciate it. I really mean that. Yeah, Nick Chubb Jersey. We'll go ahead and get started here and give that away. Oh, one more thing I wanted to mention real quick. A lot of the videos that you guys mentioned as being your favorite video, or the first Uncle Lou video that you saw, a lot of those, you know, I figured, you know, I knew what a lot of the answers were going to be. You know, some of the bigger Uncle Lou videos that went viral or got shared around, you know, so I knew a lot of people came along around the Tennessee post-game video from last year. I knew a lot of people came along following the Alabama game from 2015, and of course the Florida game in 2015, which was my famous Firemark Richt rant that I did. But there was some that really caught me off guard, and some of you guys have really been around a long time, judging by some of these comments that I found, or that you left, mentioning some of your favorite Uncle Lou videos. That series of videos that I did where I called SEC Network about, or I called DirecTV about carrying the SEC Network, that was a long time ago, because the SEC Network has been on for 2 full seasons now. So those of you that listed the Uncle Lou calls DirecTV about the SEC Network as your favorite video, you guys have either been around a long time, or you just happen to go back and watch those videos. So that one kind of caught me by surprise. A couple of different people mentioned the Walmart video where I bought all the wrapping paper, and that was a pretty good one too. If you don't know the story, I happened to go into the Walmart that was close to my house at the time in like January, or like the first week of January, the last week of December or something. Anyway, it was right after Christmas, and I happened to go in the Walmart, and they had just, I mean, thousands and thousands and thousands of rolls of wrapping paper, just basically sitting in the front of the store, like they just had drove it out on pallets with forklifts or whatever, and it just was sitting there. And I'd have to go back and watch the video to remember exactly what happened, but I don't remember if I asked them a question about the wrapping paper, or something came up, and they pissed me off some kind of way about the wrapping paper, and I basically told them, look, I'll buy every damn roll in the store if I want to, or whatever. I don't remember what the deal was. I was wanting to buy 20 rolls, or I forget what it was, and the lady was giving me lip about wanting to ring up 20 rolls of wrapping paper or something. Anyway, I was like, I said, you know, I'll buy every roll in this store. And I guess they didn't believe me. But anyway, that's what I did. I bought every single roll they had. It took about 11 employees to do that. What they ended up doing is they just closed the garden center of Walmart. They brought 2 forklifts out. They drove all those pallets of wrapping paper into the garden center. I mean, I'm not lying. It was, it had to be 10,000 rolls of wrapping paper, but a lot of it was 10 cents a roll. But I think I ended up spending right at $1,000 or something. But anyway, they had like 4 people ringing it up. It took 3 cars, well, 1 truck, 1 SUV, and 1 car, 2 trips each, just to get it all out of there. But anyway, that's from a long time ago too. But anyway, it was fun to read. It was fun to read a lot of you guys' comments about what your favorite videos were. But I probably wasted more time than I should have. We'll get to the drawing, and then maybe we'll stay on a little bit after the drawing, and I can answer some questions or something, and I don't know, we'll figure it out. Let me see if I can figure out how to turn this camera around here. Hold on. Okay. Now I hope you can see this. This is the computer here. All right. And if you look right here, and I know that's probably going to be hard for y'all to see, but I promise you, everyone's name is in here. If you commented on that video, your name is in here. There's a handful of people who said for whatever reason they were unable to comment on that video. They messaged me either on Facebook, my email, or Twitter. If I replied to you or messaged you back and said I would go ahead and add you in, your name is in here too. So I promise everyone's name that commented is here. Now somebody's going to leave a comment later saying, I saw every single name he scrolled through and I didn't see my name. I promise your name is here. Okay? Look, there are people who commented on that video who have spent the last 2 years of their life telling me to kill myself, and I still put their name in this list. So I promise you there is no reason that I intentionally left anyone, including you or whoever it is that thinks I might have left their name out. Everyone's name is on here. And what I have to do is, all I do is I click this button, and right down here where it says result, right now it says continued, I guess. As soon as I click this button, pick one, it's going to randomly pick one of the names in this list and put it down here. I hope. If it doesn't work, I'm going to be pissed off after I typed in these 300 and something names. But anyway, here we go. So good luck to everybody. Again, thank y'all very much for watching all the videos. We're so close to football season, I can't stand it. And I'm ready to get rolling. So anyway, here we go. 3, 2, 1, click. Jermaine Dunbar, you are the winner, sir. Jermaine Dunbar is the winner. I'm not sure if he's watching right now. Oh, there he is. Look, Jermaine Dunbar. Look. What did I tell you? Somebody's gonna say their name's not on there. And look right here. Jermaine Dunbar. This is from probably like a minute ago. Look, Jermaine Dunbar. Dude, my name is not on there. Dude, Jermaine, you won, bro. So, give me a break. So, yep, Jermaine, you're the winner. Congratulations. Get in touch with me some kind of way if you weren't watching in the beginning. My email is crazyunclelou@gmail.com. You can message me through Twitter at crazyunclelou. Or you can find me on Facebook if you can figure that out. So anyway, get in touch with me. The jersey is yours if you want it. If not, we'll figure something else out. And now I'm going to go back and I'm going to click a few more times here in case he doesn't want it. Let's see, pick another one. Jay Smith, you almost won, sir. So you're runner-up, I guess. Davis Odom, 3rd place. King Fahad, shipping, I don't know what shipping would be to send that one. Darth Lucian, 88. Colt Gotti. Oh, Colt really wanted to win. You were close, Colt. Colt sent me a message. I kind of was hoping you would win, Colt. Andy B. Michael Rector. Hayden Stone. Chris Lamb. Chief Drag. That's supposed to say Chief U-Rag. I know that name. It must have auto-corrected your name. Warner Spence. The King of Raps. Matt E. Ice. I see what you did there, sir. Anyway, you get the idea. Everyone's name, I promise, was in here. Some of you have some weird names. That's your own concern, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, you get it. Congratulations. I'm going to pull the comments back up and see what Jermaine's excuse was for saying. Woo! Well, good morning. Mrs. Lou tells you good morning there. I don't know if you heard her. Yeah, Matty Ice, you were close. Jermaine, you're the winner, buddy. Adam says always last place. Adam, you're a Bama fan, sir. So don't give me the always last place thing, sir. You're spoiled rotten. So, let's see. Panthers and FSU win it all this season. Probably 0 for 2 there, buddy. Jermaine says he's giving a jersey to his son. Okay, well that makes me feel good then. That's I like that. That's I feel like that's a good winner. Someone who wants it or give it to his son. So that's good. Adam Lee, Joe Cherisinski, or Kansas. That is a close one. I'm gonna say Joe Tereshinski though. Let's see. Uncle Lou rocks my socks off. Well, I thank you. I think. Jermaine, are you in Augusta? If you're in Augusta, then we'll just meet up somewhere, and I'll give it to you. Saline Driver, I dare you to give away a Gators jersey. If a Gators fan would have won and he would have wanted a Gators jersey, I would have sent him a Gators jersey. Let's see. Lou, I'm the Gator fan that was in the dog. Oh, okay, I got you, DJ Production. Yeah, yeah. Are you still in there? Grant F says, I hate you, Lou, but you're my favorite Georgia fan. I'll take that, Grant. I'll take that as a compliment. Oh, y'all see this guy here? Squidtard XX, Squidtard XS. Uncle Lou, you're a great source for memes. Click on this guy's channel. This guy has a talent and an ability to make videos that you guys really have to see to believe. Mrs. Lou, do you want to say congratulations to the winner?
Congratulations.
Jermaine.
Jermaine.
Mr. Dunbar.
Mr. Dunbar.
I think he lives in Augusta, too.
You missed a good ending, by the way.
I did?
Mm-hmm.
I'll watch it.
Really good.
I'll rewatch it. Me and Mrs. Lou are hooked on that Netflix show, Shameless. And we were watching the episode, and I had to quit to come give this jersey away, and she said the ending was really good. But anyway, Natty Back Steve or Kansas? Kansas. That's a good question. That's a good question. I'm going to go with Kansas there. Natty Back Steve is a straight loser, period. The guy, he works at a roadside fireworks stand. He listens to Nickelback 25 hours a day, and he's a Florida fan. So Natty Back Steve would lose to Kansas. So Jermaine, if you search for Uncle Lou on Facebook, you will find me. My first name is Derek, but if you search for Uncle Lou, you'll find me. BVD or Kansas? Oh, BVD. I'm a BVD fan. BVD's been doing this a lot longer than I have. If it wasn't for BVD and especially Lawtide, if any of you guys know Lawtide, he was on here earlier. He's probably gone now. But if any of you guys know Lawtide, he was the one that got me doing these football videos. So what you can thank him or cuss him depending on whether you like me or hate me. So, General Valtard or Natty Back Steve? Well, Herschel Bean, we will find out. Because Florida and Tennessee play this year like they do every year, and I'm sure General Valtard and Natty Back Steve will have some interesting video battles that week. And so will, now there was one person missing from today's video. Some of you probably caught that, but the Georgia Tech fan was not available today for the video. Philip Huang Techtard III. He was not available today, but the Tennessee versus Georgia Tech game is going to make for some good videos too, with General Valtard versus Philip Huang Techtard III. So that'll be interesting too. Let's see. UT has no chance against my Gators. Well, the Gators are definitely going to be favored. It's in the swamp this year. Revenge on their mind, I'm sure. And I think Tennessee is going to have a down year this year. I'm not trash talking. If you've seen some of the live streams I've done before, like where I played football, the NCAA football or whatever, I tend to give honest, like straight opinions when I do these types of videos instead of trash talking. And I can't see Tennessee duplicating what they did last year, beating Georgia and Florida. I think they have to take a step back this year. Let's see. Nigs43, you can always count on him for a good Kansas comment. Kansas will go 15-0 for the next 20 years. Okay. Superman says Florida will beat Tennessee. I tend to agree. Georgia versus App State. Georgia, I think Georgia wins 38-10. I don't think it'll be close. App State's not a good team. Walker H. Is Jacob Eason God? No, Jacob Eason is real. Steve Gassel. Hey Lou, Florida or Michigan? Florida. I'm an SEC homer, so I'm going to be pulling for Florida in that game. But in all honesty, I don't really know why people are acting like Florida's got no chance in that game. Michigan has lost 18 starters off of last year's team. I know Florida doesn't exactly have a scary offense or whatever, but I honestly think Florida wins that game. Let's see. Tennessee will beat the Gators this year. They can't decide what quarterback to use. Well, Tennessee can't decide what quarterback to use either. I guess between Quentin Dormady and Jarrett Guantanamo Bay. Let's see. Those dog fans kept calling me gay and told me to bless my heart. Oh, you're talking about in the UGA group on Facebook? Listen, if you're on Facebook and you want to argue with Uncle Lou, there's a couple of places you can go. If you're a Georgia fan, find me on Facebook if you're a Georgia fan, and I will add you. Well, even if you're not a Georgia fan, find Uncle Lou on Facebook, and I will add you to some college football groups, and you can argue on there 24 hours a day if that's what you want to do. They're great groups. As far as the Georgia Bulldogs groups go, there's a GATA Dog Nation Elites page. That's pretty much the only Georgia page I participate on. I'm in a couple of other ones, but there's 42,000 people in that GATA Dog Nation page. It's a great page. It's a lot of fun, and there's all different types of people in there. There's 4 or 5 people in there that I rely on, like for all my recruiting information. There's 4 or 5 people in there that anyway, there's smart people in there, there's funny people in there, there's people that like to argue in there. As far as other groups go, there's you have groups that have mixes of all different teams in them, the smack groups people call them. And I'm in a lot of those too, but I don't spend a lot of time in there. But 100% True SEC Fans is a good one. A lot of these groups, though, are categorized as secret, meaning you can't look them up on your own. You have to be added by a friend. So find Uncle Lou on Facebook, friend me, send me a message, whatever. And if you want to get into some of those groups, I can add you in. Let's see. Georgia or Florida East? I think Georgia wins the East this year. I think they have to beat Florida to win the East. I don't think they can win the East with a loss to Florida, but I do think they will beat Florida. And yes, I'm biased. I'm a Georgia fan, so you don't even have to type that out. Jared says, thanks for the entertainment, Uncle Lou. Keep it coming. Go Dogs. Yes, sir. Thank you. Florida or Auburn? They don't play this year, do they? Auburn or LSU? I think that has potential to be a good game. Look, I'm on the fence with Auburn right now. I have to see that quarterback play a game or two before I'm convinced they'll be any good. Now, Auburn fans are trying to tell me that Jared Stibbaloni's winning the Heisman and all this and that. And look, the guy might be good. I don't know. I'm going to tell you right now, I'll be surprised if he is. I hear this from Auburn fans every single year since Cam Newton, and they've had nothing but terrible quarterbacks. So I have to see it. With that being said, if this Jarrett Stibbaloni comes in and is as good as what the Auburn fans are telling me he is, then Auburn's got a shot to upset Alabama and win the West, in my opinion. Do you think Alabama will repeat and make the national championship again? It's hard to pick against them. I think the winner of the SEC will make the college football playoff. So it's a little early for me to make a prediction on that. I have said that I think Florida State, Southern Cal, and Ohio State are 3 of the 4 playoff teams, with the 4th team coming from the SEC. But that's as far as I've gone on that so far. Kansas or Notre Dame, I'd have to take Notre Dame there. You know, even though Notre Dame is a dumpster fire, and we're going to beat the brakes off of them. But I would, at this point, I'd have to take Notre Dame over Kansas. Lou, who's winning the Big Ten? Either Penn State or Ohio State. And I'm leaning towards Ohio State because they have an easier schedule, an easier conference schedule than Penn State does. But I think Penn State is a legit team. I like their quarterback. I think they have a great coach. I'm a James Franklin fan. Look what he did at Vanderbilt. So it wouldn't surprise me at all for Penn State to win the Big Ten. But if I'm picking right now, I have to pick Ohio State as much as I hate them. Let's see. How do you feel about UGA starting the season off with 3 night games? I like night games better. They're more exciting, especially if you're going to the games. For me anyway, night games is the only way to go. There's nothing worse than going to a noon game. I'd almost rather not go to a game than go to a noon game in person. The night games, it's not quite as hot. Now, you know, only one of those games is really a marquee game, that the week 2 with Notre Dame. You know, week 1 is App State, week 3 is Samford. Both of the week 1 and week 3 carried on the SEC network. Week 2 will be on NBC, of course, because they own Notre Dame and the game's at Notre Dame. But yeah, I like night games better than day games. Thoughts on Florida's jump in recruiting? They're top 10 now. Yeah, Florida had a good week recruiting-wise. Of course, Matt Corral, which was a guy that UJ had their eye on. I'm worried about that with Justin Fields. I mean, look, and a Florida fan was going to have to admit this too. You would rather have Justin Fields than Matt Corral, okay? I mean, Justin Fields is you know, he's number 1 for a reason. But with that being said, we had an opportunity to get Corral a month ago, and we basically told him no. You know, we didn't, not in those exact words, but we were holding out for Fields. So we basically were trying to juggle Matt Corral on the back burner while we waited on Justin Fields to commit or make up his mind or whatever the case may be. Everyone knew Corral wanted to commit early. I mean, hell, he committed to USC a year ago or 6 months ago, whatever it was. And, you know, almost immediately after he decommitted from USC, he was wanting to commit to UGA. So I knew this guy wasn't just going to hang around and wait. This could come back to bite UGA if we miss on Justin Fields, which is a very real possibility because there's some very elite programs going after Justin Fields. Florida State, Auburn. I mean, you name it. Everybody in America wants Justin Fields. So it's you know, this has the potential to be bad for Georgia. You know, we could miss out on our top 2, really our top 3 QB targets, because Lawrence obviously was number 1. He's been committed to Clemson forever. But right after that, you have Fields and Corral as far as who UJ was going after. And if we end up missing on both of those, then the decision we made, we basically told Matt Corral, don't commit yet, just wait, is basically what we told him when he wanted to commit a month ago. That's not a knock on Florida or anything. The guy's going to be a great quarterback. If we end up getting Fields, we look like geniuses. If we miss on Fields, then we look like idiots, and we just have to wait and see how that plays out. Horse fetish, Rex Ryan foot fetish or Jim McElwain whale fetish? I'm going to say the whale, at least the foot that Rex Ryan had the fetish with was attached to a human body. Whereas that shark thing with Jim McElwain is just weird in a lot of different ways. And you know what? Look, seriously though, with the Jim McElwain shark thing, why did the guy act so bothered and mad about it? Right? Now, look, you know how this works, right? As soon as people know something bothers you, as soon as people know, like, you don't want people talking about that, what's the first thing they're going to do? They're going to talk about it. You know, he should have came out and laughed about it and said, oh my God, this is hilarious. It does look like me. I can't believe it, and laugh. And the story would have went away a long time ago. But the guy came out and acted like his feelings were actually hurt over the picture, then got mad at reporters for asking about it. And in my opinion, it's made him look bad, and it's just drugged this story out way longer than what it needed to be. This thing's not going away. You will see Jim McElwain shark signs on College game day this year if they can get them through security. You will see that. It's not going away. You will see it all season long now, and that's Jim McElwain's fault. Philip says, I'm excited for the Iron Bowl. Also, always a good game. Let's see. Dalton, he probably got a gator fetish. Cubby Noel, Mac needs a sense of humor with that meme. I couldn't agree more. The guy acted like a complete buffoon with the whole shark thing. He should have laughed it off, and you know, this story would have been gone a long time ago. Anyway, I got to get out of here. Again, thank all y'all for watching. I really appreciate it. I don't tell y'all enough. I'm too busy on here, you know, talking smack and talking all this trash about your teams and all that kind of stuff. But I really do appreciate y'all watching. I look forward to doing these videos. I look forward to arguing with y'all in the comment section. And I look forward to college football. So thank you. I really appreciate it. Y'all keep watching. Keep sharing the videos. I really appreciate it. And I'm sure I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good morning.